Welcome back, America. We're live here in Orlando, Florida with the Moms for Liberty event here. An amazing day. I was so energized meeting so many young people here. It wouldn't be possible what has happened the last 4 years in the parents' right movement without our next guest. She is one of the founding forces here at Moms for Liberty. She is one of the chairwomen at the America First Policy Institute, which gave us that great Trump agenda. And soon, I have a funny feeling we're going to be adding a new title to her incredible resume, First Lady of Florida. Joining me right now, Erika Donalds. Erika, good to have you here.
It's so good to be here. And you're right, the energy here is absolutely amazing.
It's amazing. And the age difference. I think I've been to every one of the four Moms for Liberty national events. And Philadelphia, I remember, backstage at D.C. with President Trump. So many young moms here today and intersecting with grandmas and moms older than them. There's something special going on here.
Well, the America First movement is multi-generational and growing. I just kicked off a college tour at Florida International University and hitting a bunch of colleges around the country. And just like Turning Point chapters, new women, conservative women's chapters have exploded. When conservatives come on campus, they are eager to hear what we have to say. They have great questions. They're curious. And, hey, they want us to start putting America first because that means we're putting them first in their generation.
What a difference from just a couple of years ago.
Amen.
It's really
Thank
amazing.
God for President Trump.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
Absolutely.
All right, Amanda, where are you? We got you out there, right?
That you really coordinated on this policy, on what the Trump administration is doing with the Department of Education. Do you see it going in a good direction? Do you want to see it go even harder?
Absolutely. It is going in the right direction. As you know, earlier this year, they were able to reduce force by over half. Now that the shutdown has happened, there's no budget for a lot of these positions that we already knew were wasteful. And the department within the shutdown has also RIFed another almost 500 positions. So we're getting closer and closer to the promise that President Trump made to the American people to shut down the Department of Education. But guess what? Classrooms have had no effect. They're still getting all the funding that they need to meet the needs of students. Teachers are still in classrooms doing everything they can to make sure these students succeed. And it's just another reason that we say we don't need the Federal Department of Education any longer. We should get rid of it.
I bet you scores go up when we do get rid of it. I bet you that's what's going to happen. Erika, one of the forces that I talk to so many people about today that they're still worried about are the teachers' unions. They are the driving force of radicalization in a lot of these school districts. And there are many great teachers who have to suffer inside those unions. Are we getting to a point where there could be an alternate union system?
Well, we don't want an alternate.
That's right.
Right? We want to get rid of it completely. We want the free market to reign in our education system. We want teachers to have more choice, not just parents, because school choice and education freedom also means freedom for teachers to be able to teach in ways that they have not been allowed to. They've been hamstrung by the bureaucracy that tells them what to teach, how to teach, what to say, and scripts everything that they do every day. We don't want that for teachers anymore. We want them to be able to teach classically, online, using AI, not using technology, however they see fit, so that we have the maximum number of options for families. I'm a proponent of getting rid of teachers' unions and teacher certification, break down those barriers, and let teachers teach.
Liberation Day for educators.
Absolutely.
That would be an
That's what we
amazing day.
need.
That's what we need.
We'll celebrate it together.
Absolutely.
Erika, as we see the school choice movement exploding, you know, a lot of folks are looking at homeschooling or homeschooling co-ops, charter schools, religious schools, things like that. What are you finding is surging the most, I suppose?
Well, homeschool is the fastest growing way of schooling in our country by far. It's not even close. We've doubled the number of homeschoolers in the country since COVID.
Amazing.
Not only that, though, polls show that we have about 7% of our families homeschooling right now. That number would be 14%. It would be double if money were no object. Parents are saying that if they could, they would also homeschool. That's why we're such a proponent of education
14%?
scholarship accounts. It would be 14%.
That's an amazing number. Wow.
And that's across the board. It's independents, it's Democrats, it's Republicans. It doesn't matter your political ideology. You want what's best for your children, and parents know what's best. Education scholarship accounts are expanding across the country. Universal choice is in 17 states now. That allows families the resources that they need to buy curriculum, to buy online courses, and to really customize their children's education. So we need a lot more of it.
What a great idea. Amazing. I was here today with a young man, his dad, and he's growing as an influencer. And he said to me, I said, how do we fix the education system? And he said, I got a simple prescription: make Florida America. This is the laboratory of free education, and I think the next generation of education ideas. What do you think is the next big idea to come out of Florida?
Well, I believe that every education dollar needs to be parent directed. That completely changes the culture in education, right?
Yeah.
For so long, we've been telling parents, leave it to the experts. We
Right.
don't need your help.
Right.
Here's where you're going to go to school. Here's what you're going to learn. But even if they were to choose their neighborhood school, putting parents in the driver's seat, saying, this is how much money is going to be spent on your child this year. Where do you want that money to go? And giving parents that power of a consumer, they're going to be more confident to hold those schools accountable for their
That's
results,
huge.
for the safety in their schools, and all of these things. So I think that's the big thing next, is not just having school choice available, but making choice the default, not zoned neighborhood schools.
You think there's initiatives in the legislature with Governor DeSantis to move that along?
Not quite yet.
Yep.
We've come a long way. There's
Yeah.
some things I think that we're going to do that are really good this year, but I think maybe after that.
Maybe Governor Donalds. That's what I'm wondering. Yeah.
First
That's
Lady
sort of
Donalds.
badass.
Erica, I want to ask
Slip
you
that in there.
about
Look
what's
at that.
happening right now in this country. This is the 250th anniversary of the United States Marine Corps that we are celebrating tomorrow. Next year is America's 250, and I know that AFPI has a civics initiative to, I guess, reinvigorate the youth love for America and patriotism right now. Tell us about it.
Well, I have been asked, and I'm honored to co-chair the America 250 Civics Education Coalition, partnering with the Department of Education and, of course, our beloved Linda McMahon, Secretary McMahon, and 40 other national organizations, including Turning Point, Hillsdale College,
Wow.
Heritage, so many great organizations that are going to help us promote civic literacy in this country. Unfortunately, our adults are not proud to be Americans anymore because they don't know America.
Nope.
You need to know America. When you do, you will love America. You will understand why this is the greatest country that man has ever known. So we are going to be promoting that in all 50 states. Also, encouraging states to pass policies that promote civic education up with reading and math, and making sure that our students are not just able to read and do math on grade level, but they know how to defend this great republic.
I was thinking as I was flying here, and I saw some of the Antifa guys starting to set up their silliness for tomorrow, the No Kings in D.C. What an incredible contrast. In D.C., there'll be people doing silly, mean things. And here, there's a generation of parents securing their future for their children and saying it's possible that we can get this done. It feels like Moms for Liberty has been around for 25 years. It's only been 4 years, right?
That's right. Actually, the founders, Tina and
Right.
Tiffany, and I were all on school boards together here in Florida.
the
And
war
we
began.
saw under the curtain, before COVID happened and parents got to see what was really going on in schools, the three of us saw it, and we recognized that we need parents to step up and take that mantle, understanding that they are the ones who should be making decisions about their children's health, welfare, and education. They've done an incredible job building this organization, which has really moved mountains in the education arena and continues to do so. I'm so proud of them. I'm so proud of all of the moms here that are really taking up the torch to ensure that our children are protected and that they have the maximum capability to achieve the American dream.
Somewhere tonight, there's a child doing homework, or tomorrow over the weekend, and they're able to learn the way they are, and their parents are in control of that situation because of the work that you and Tina and Tiffany did. This is a groundbreaking organization. I've covered a lot of things in my life as a reporter. Nothing changed history more than this group in the last few years. It's an amazing thing.
Well, it's a great time to be alive.
It is.
We're seeing so many wonderful things happen in this country. So proud to be an American, proud to be a Floridian,
Yeah.
and very proud of Moms for Liberty and to be able to serve alongside them.
Well, a lot more fun tomorrow. I can't wait to see the conference tomorrow. All right, folks, we're going to take a quick commercial break. More right after these messages. Hey, America, the FBI has been warning about a type of real estate fraud on the rise called home title theft, and your equity is the target. Here's how it works. Criminals forge your signature on a single document, use a fake notary stamp, then file it with the county, and just like that, boom, they're on record as owning your home. Using your ownership, they then take out loans against your equity or even sell your property, and you're not going to know about it until you get a foreclosure or collection notice in the mail, and that's not going to be a good moment. That's why I partnered with Home Title Lock, so you can protect your equity and find out today if you're already a victim. Use my promo code JTN at HometitleLock.com. You'll get a free title history report and a free child. Their $1 million triple lock protection. That's a great deal. $1 million to protect your home. That's 24/7 monitoring of your title records, urgent alerts to any changes, and if fraud occurs, Their U.S.-based restoration team will spend up to $1 million to fix it. Find out why I trust Home Title Lock. Protect yourself like I did. Don't be a victim. Protect your equity today. Go to HometitleLock.com and use that promo code JTN. That's HometitleLock.com, promo code JTN.